Guys, welcome back for another Moxie Life plan with me here. Before I get started on my actual laying out of my spread, I'm checking my weekly actions and my monthly goals to see what I need to focus on and lay out in my week. The little tip at the bottom of the notes and reflection page down there is talking about choosing a new habit that you can realistically do every single morning that'll start your day off on the right foot. So one of my big focuses on this week's spread is going to be my AM or morning routine. Now, honestly, you guys, this video is going up really late because I contemplated not really posting this one because I didn't really like how it turned out in the end. So, but I still wanted to share it with you guys because I also wanted to take this opportunity to talk about um, sharing everything, like the good and the bad, and not letting it only be the quote unquote Instagram worthy spreads that, everyone is striving for, those perfect, beautiful spreads. I think it's important for everyone to see, the not so perfect spreads. And even though I thought about not posting, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyway, so you guys can see the good and the bad that goes along with, doing your own stuff here. So I started off really good with my little AM routines. I'm not going to actually walk you guys through the entire thing because you can see how I'm laying things out. But I mean, I didn't mind how I started off. It started off okay, and then it just kind of went downhill. I'm still using the colors that coordinate with the colors of each of the areas of life. I don't know why. My brain just works that way, so I know which action goes along with which of the areas that you're supposed to be focusing on. And I've seen people do these absolutely beautiful rainbow spreads before, but in my mind I'm like, well, how do you differentiate though between what's for your personal and what's for your, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, that's just how my brain works, but maybe I'll switch things up a little bit. And yeah, so I started off really good, and I was trying to kind of do a mixture of, marking little bullet points and the little different categories of life, but I also wanted to do similar to my very first spread in this planner, where I kind of blocked off a big chunk of my day with work, and you'll see that in a second. But I realized I actually wanted to put my workouts in the morning, which I don't know why I try to do that, because I'm still struggling with getting up early to work out. But hey, I still get some workouts in, so it's all good. But yeah, so I'm just kind of doing my AM routines thing here still. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about making sure that um, and I want to be completely transparent with you guys, and I don't want to only post the good stuff. So you'll see, good and bad for me. If it's not the best, then it's not the best, and you turn the page and thank goodness you have, another week. But I will tell you, when you don't have a system that works for you, or you don't have a spread that you are, absolutely loving and really wanting, it draws you back to the planner pages, it makes a huge difference. Like this week, I think as soon as I started drawing out my workout boxes, I was just like, oh, nope, oh, I messed it up. I don't really like it. And I found myself not really going back to this planner throughout the week to check some of these things off. Like I got another planner added into the mix here this week, and trying to find that balance in, all of the planners working together. It's going to be a challenge, and I'm going to have to definitely go back and relook at things and how I'm using. I don't want to stop using this planner because I absolutely love the goal setting portion of this, but I also love the other planner that I got that you guys will be seeing shortly. But yeah, if you have some sort of planners that, you've spent a lot of money on them, and you really, really want to try and make them work, but something about it is just not jiving. I completely get that. And you really should just make sure that, you're not just sticking with it just because, you know, I know you want to stick with it because you spent the money on it, but if it's not working for you, then what is the point really of continuing to stick with something? That's just my philosophy, because you just really need to make sure that you do something. You're not trying to be like someone else, or that kind of a thing. You're just trying to do something that works for you. And if it doesn't work, then change it. You're not tied to anything in particular. So yeah, here's my workout boxes that I ended up absolutely hating because of using the chisel tip for them. And so the corners are really weird. And I was just like, oh no. I thought I messed up my spread, but you know how it goes. So we soldier on, and like I said, we turn the page after the week is over and get another chance at it. So that's the beauty of it. So there'll definitely be some good takeaways from my reflection this week, as far as getting a layout that you're excited about and work for. I love last week's layout so much with the little sticky notes, but I didn't want to be redundant and do that again. So it's constantly trying to get some creativity and things while you're still keeping those goals that I'm really trying to work on front and center. I honestly, you guys, I did not do a good job this week at all in sticking with these goals. And yeah, I have a tendency to mark something down on one day that I'm going to do it, and I don't do it on that day. And then I'm just like, well, now what do I do? Do I push it to the next day? Do I keep writing on it? I don't know, do I cross it out? What do you guys do when you have something that you've actually put that you want to get done on a specific day and you don't do it on that day? Do you put an arrow next to it? It's easier when you have a sticker and you can just pick up the sticker and move it somewhere else. But when you are just planning with, highlighters or mild liners and pen, it's down and you can't really fix it. I mean, I guess you could probably white it out, but then it's going to look even worse. And then you're just going to want to probably toss it out the window. So this was interesting. I thought I was using the same marker as my workout boxes, but when I use the bullet tip to write in meal prep, it totally looks like a different color. So this page is really awesome. I took this and recopied it from a page that was actually posted in the Makse Life Facebook group that kind of gives a little bit of a better explanation of what type of activities go under the different areas of life, because I know a lot of people have had questions about, well, does this go under personal? Does this go under, a different area? A lot of people have trouble with figuring out if something is under a personal goal or if it's under a different kind of goal. So I just refer to that sheet, and I actually snipped that piece of paper, and I can move that throughout my planner. I don't have to keep it in one place. So I can constantly keep it in the forefront of every single week, and as a reminder for me. And that's the thing about these planners, you guys, if you could see, this planner doesn't look super super thick, and that's because I did take out the first 6 months of the year. I got this planner in July, mid-July, and it is a beast. It's massive, but that's awesome. I mean, it should be, because of all of the extra goal setting pages that are included in here. But I just went ahead and took out all the months that were previous. I kept all the good goal setting stuff, but I took out all the previous months of the year. So it's only a 6-month planner for me here. So that's why it's not super thick. So that's why you will see me a lot of times when I get close to that coil. God bless the hard cover, because I kind of like see it like that. I bump it up so I can write. It makes it a little bit easier for me to write against the coil. And then, yeah, so I do that a lot when I write over there. But anywho's, I still absolutely love this planner. I'm just definitely going to have to think of some creative, ways for me to use this, especially in tandem with the other ones that I got going on, because I definitely still need to focus on specific weekly actions and not keep pushing them off, because that's what I have a habit to do. One good thing that I will say is making the bed has now become like a major habit through quarantine. I know it sounds dumb for me to say that I didn't make my bed before, but sometimes, you're just super busy and super rushed in the morning. I am anyways. But now I do. It's a habit now for me to make the bed every single day. So I don't necessarily need to take up the space to write that as part of my morning routine, because it's actually, I don't really need to write coffee either, because there's no way I'm going one morning without my coffee in the morning. But it's just, I don't know, a visual of what my morning routine is. So anyways, I'm about to finish up this plan with me. And I didn't write a whole lot of specifics out because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do on what day, because those other red squares that are blank are for YouTube stuff. And I have been struggling with coming up with a posting schedule. So that is why I keep going back and forth, checking my weekly actions to make sure I have them listed somewhere in my actual weekly spread. So that is going to be it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and that you guys are definitely taking the good with the bad and definitely using a system that works for you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.